This is my review of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, second watch on 4K Ultra HD. Now, I thought the 4K disc was a pretty good presentation on the 4K Ultra HD. The picture, you can see the Godzilla and King Kong. The pitch is very sharp. You can see the fur on King Kong and the skin of Godzilla. The pitch is very sharp and clear. You can really see they look. I say the CG in this movie is pretty good, just like Godzilla minus one. But I say the CG looks just fine on this in this movie. If some people have a problem with the CG in this one, to me it looks fine. It's pretty good. The CGI in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, it looks pretty good in 4K too, 4K Ultra HD. And as for the movie, I haven't seen the Godzilla movies in years. Those old Godzilla movies, I haven't seen those movies in years, so I can't remember. I have to watch them again. I just remember I watched Godzilla, the 1954 movie, years ago with Raymond Burr, because I like Raymond Burr. And I saw Godzilla 1985 years ago on VHS tape back in the late 90s. I think I last saw it in 1987. That was the last time I seen it. And I saw the Japanese version of Godzilla 1984. The Japanese version on Blu-ray. When I got the Blu-ray, I wanted Raymond Burr with it, but it didn't come with the American version. So I got the Japanese version of Godzilla 1984, The Return of Godzilla. I really like Raymond Burr and Godzilla in the first one and the 1985 movie. So if those come out, if those are on Blu-ray, let me know in the comments. I'll get that one for myself. With Godzilla 1954 with Raymond Burr, the American version, and Godzilla 1985 with Raymond Burr, the American version. I really like those movies the best out of the old Godzilla movies. And as for these new Godzilla movies, Godzilla 2014, it's alright to watch once in a while, but if you watch it more times, it's less appealing to watch all the time. It's more like a movie to watch once in a while when you're not doing nothing and you have nothing on your mind. You just want to watch a movie and you put that one on and you enjoy it for what it is. But that's what I think about Godzilla 2014. And it didn't have enough screen time of Godzilla in the movie. And the Mutos, they showed playing the Mutos, I guess, when the origins a little bit. And of course, people say Bryan Cranston was the best character. Yeah, he was. He was a good character. His son, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson in the movie, they could have done a little bit more with him if he was going to be the lead war in the 2014 movie. So I think they could have kept Bryan Cranston's character alive, so the movie would have been better off, and show a little bit more screen time for Godzilla too, and more fight scenes, and then the movie would have been good, or white. Then as for Kong Skull Island, that's a good movie. I like that one. I don't care what people say. I like it. The human characters are fine. They're passable, likable. I don't know about the depth. People say they want a lot of depth for humans, but like Godzilla minus one, I don't know if that people say that has depth with humans. The depth in depth with the characters. But I saw Kong Skull Island. I remember the movie Kong Skull Island. It's a memorable movie to me. So is Godzilla 2014. But Kong Skull Island is a good movie. I like King Kong with the way they did King Kong in this one. And they don't kill him off at the end like the other remakes they did, 1976 and 2005. The way they did those remakes. In Kong Skull Island, you see Kong live at the end. And the human characters are white. Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, Tom Hiddleston, or Henderson. I can't pronounce his name right. His last name right, but they're fine. So is the rest. Um, and as for Godzilla King of the Monsters, that could have had something to it. A big action movie with monsters. The way the humans monarch was gathering, well, not gathering up, but they were studying them and letting them be aware, and that female releases them. They have villains, human villains in the movie. Ego terrorists, I think that, yeah, they were ego terrorists, I remember now. They were ego terrorists fighting Minarch and letting the monsters fight, or, I mean, letting the monsters, releasing them into the world, and they could have done scenes with them fighting each other, the monsters fighting each other, but we did get one good scene with Wodan fighting the military and Monarch. We get one good scene with Wodan fighting the military Monarch. If you see my other review of Godzilla X Kong, not Godzilla versus Kong fight speculation video, my brother talks about the Monarch and how he feels about him, what he thinks about him in these movies. If you see my other past video, Godzilla Kong, we talk fight speculation, and part 2, he talks about what he thinks about the Godzilla movies, the MonsterVerse, and the past Godzilla movies, and King Kong movies. So that's why I think about Godzilla King of the Monsters. They could have done something with it, but it's lacking in places. It could have been something with that movie, with monsters fighting each other like crazy, with human characters. They could have done something with the human characters too. They could have been more alive and stuff. But I think they could have put more into it, but it wouldn't have been a long movie if they did, or take some stuff out and replace it with better stuff, keep it 2 hours, or maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes. Well, they could have had something with Godzilla King of the Monsters. And as for Godzilla vs. Kong, directed by Adam Wingard, that's a good movie. I like it. It's different. It introduces Hollow-Earth in that one. I say that's the best one out of the MonsterVerse, Godzilla vs. Kong. And I really do like Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. So, it shows more of the monsters in that one. More of the monsters, Godzilla King Kong in the movie. Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. I really do like it. And Godzilla -1, yeah, that's a good movie too. I have no complaints over it. If I want to rank the Godzilla MonsterVerse movies, I'll rank Godzilla vs. Kong #1, 2, Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, 3, Kong Skull Island, 4, Godzilla King of the Monsters, 5, Godzilla 2014. That's how I rank the MonsterVerse movies as of right now, in the year 2024. 10 years of the MonsterVerse, 2014 to 2024, with 5 movies underneath their belt from Legendary Pictures and Warner Brothers. So that's how I rank the MonsterVerse movies. Godzilla -1. I'll probably get the 4K Ultra HD of that. Look for an unboxing coming to the channel soon. I'm looking on YouTube videos to find out when it will come out. Then I'll get that one. Then I'll do an unboxing on that on this channel on YouTube. And more Godzilla King Kong movies are on the way. the next installment of the MonsterVerse, Godzilla X Kong 3, going in theaters March 2027, and Godzilla Minus One sequel in the works coming soon from Toho. And we can't forget about the first film, Godzilla vs. King Kong, the 1963 film, the original film. I seen that years ago on TV, back in the 90s, and seen it on VHS, see it on DVD, and see it on Blu-ray. Now I got the Blu-ray of it, of Godzilla vs. King Kong, the original movie that came out in the early 60s. Well, this is the end of the video now. We talked about all the Godzilla King Kong movies of the past, present, and future. What's coming up soon with Godzilla and King Kong movies coming out from America and Japan. So now that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video.